Okay, so this is our EM average rate of change in inverses. For number 1, it says a function is graphed below. On which interval of x is the average rate of change of the function the smallest? I went ahead and wrote our formula for average rate of change. It's m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, and remember we get the y's and the x's from these points over here. So I'm going to go ahead and write our formula for our first one. Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And our first point is 4, 2. So I'll write it right here above it. And our second point is 11, 12. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and label these to make things easier. So this would be our x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, so our y2, we have m equals 12 minus 2 over 11 minus 4. And we get 12 minus 2 is 10 over 7. Let me pull out my calculator here real quick. 10 over 7 is 1.43. So m equals 1.43. So this is 1.43. That's our average rate of change for that. So let's do from 11, 12 to 18, 16. Go ahead and just divide that, separate them. So m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Write our first point, 11, 12. Then our second point, 18, 16. So m equals x1, y1, x2, y2. So 16 minus 12, 18 minus 11. 16 minus 12 is 4, 18 minus 11 is 7. So we get 4/7, which in decimal form would be 0.57. Okay, so this is 0.57. It's our average rate of change for this. Okay, so from 1816 to 3820, we'll go over here to have some more room. So we have m equals y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. And write our point, 18, 16, 38, 20. Okay, so we have x1, y1, x2, y2. So 20 minus 16 over 38 minus 18 equals 20 minus 16. 4 over 38 minus 18 is 20. 4/20ths reduces to 0.2, so we have around this 0.20. So this is 0.20. Okay, so from 3820 to 5725, our last one, go ahead and write our formula. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Go ahead and write our points up here. 3820 and 5725. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. M equals 25 minus 20 over 57 minus 38. This is 5 over 57 minus 38 is 19. 5 over 19 reduces to 0.26. 0.26. So if we look for the interval of x where the average rate of change for this function is the smallest, it would be from 1816 to 3820, which is 0.20. Okay, so number 2, it says for the function f of x equals square root of 7 times x plus 5, find the inverse of x. Okay, so for this, I'm going to go ahead and rewrite it down here so I can just, it's easier for me. So 7 times x plus 5. Okay, so we know that to start this, we have to replace f of x with y. So we have y equals 7x plus 5. And now we have to flip the x and the y. So we would write x equals square root of 7y plus 5. And now we're going to solve for this. Okay? So we know to get rid of the square root of this, we have to square it. So squaring this rids that, but it makes this a square since we have to do the same thing on both sides. So now we have x squared equals 7y plus 5. And if we follow the order of operations, if you don't remember, it's parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Okay? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, for those of you that don't remember. Okay, so anyways, x squared equals 7y plus 5. Okay, so we divide by 7. Divide by 7. We get x squared over 7 equals y plus 5. Okay, to isolate the y, let's now subtract 5 from both sides. We now have x squared over 7 minus 5 equals y. And then to write that in the correct inverse form, it would be f negative 1 of x equals x squared over 7 minus 5. Okay, and we come up here to our answer choices, and we notice that it is this last one right here. And that's it.